In this video, we're going to be focusing on JavaScript arrays. So let me tell you what JavaScript arrays are. JavaScript arrays allow you to store multiple collections of values within just one variable. So here's what I mean. Let me get rid of this and type all that again so you guys can see what I'm doing. So how you declare a JavaScript array is by typing var and the name of your array. So I'll just type myArray, just an example. And then following after that is the assignment operator, which looks like the equal sign, but it's really not. It's not the same equal sign as the one you use in math. And after that, we have our set of square brackets and a semicolon to end our statement. And within our square brackets, as it says in step 3, we can add as many values as we want. And also, those values can be booleans, strings, number, undefined, and null. Just like a variable, you can assign it any one of those 5 values. So let's say I assigned people's names. So I'll start with mine, Bob, Joe, John, David. We can loop this through a for loop and have it display in our console. So we can do for var I equals 0 while I is less than myArray.length. And that brings me to my next point. So JavaScript arrays are 0 indexed, meaning that the first element is actually 0. The second element is 1, and so on. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 elements, but it seems like there's only 4 because it's 0 index. So the array.length is 5. So it's if I is less than 5, then it's just going to keep iterating through the array. So I can do I++. And plus, you guys have learned already in the other video, it means to add 1 to it. So I, we initialize and set it to 0, and while it's less than myArray.length, which is 5, while I is less than 5, so it can still be 4, but not 5. Then it's going to do I++, so we'll add 1 to 0, and if 1 is still less than array.length, then it's going to do that again and again for each one of them. And that's how we iterate through elements in an array. So now we can do console.log myArray, set of square brackets, and then I. Now if we check our console, we're going to see each of those names displayed on different lines, just like that. That's kind of how arrays work. I'll go more in depth about how for loops and while loops work in future videos, but for now, our main focus in this video is just learning arrays. Also, if you want to access the last item in any array, you can just do console.log myArray.length -1. Oh, so if we want the last element, if we want David, then we have to do console.log myArray, and then in here I'll just do myArray.length -1, and now it's going to give us David. And if we want the first one, obviously we just do console.log myArray 0, which is Kenny. And that's how indexes work in arrays. And to show you that arrays can hold different values, I'm going to create another array called var new array equals, we can do one of each, so Kenny, and then I'll do a number, and then I can do a boolean, which is either true or false. I can do both, so true and false. And I can do undefined, and I can also do null. And now if I just do console.log, no, I have to actually do for var I equals 0 while I is less than new array.length. Let's see how long the array is, so we'll count together. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So while I is less than 6, it's going to keep incrementing by 1. And now we want to print it in our console, so we do console.log new array I, and if we want to, we can even add something at the end, like some exclamation marks. So now each of them has 3 exclamation marks following them. So that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much all there is for this tutorial. So if you guys found this video useful, please go check out my other videos. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a nice day, and I hope to see you again in my next video.